Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's to have a hunt through, looking for the alphabet 10p's. Those things out of the way for enough flying. What are we looking for then? Well, every letter of the alphabet there is something quintessentially British minted on the coins, A through to Z. For 2018 we just need the letter G. Just one more letter to go. And we finished our first ever book in over 100 hunts. 2019 though, we are missing plenty. We have only got the letters C, E, G, H, J, K, L, M, O, R, U and V, so plenty still to get for 2019. But without further ado, let's get into these bags. So let's get into some questions then. These are still questions from my RAF Silverproof giveaway. 40,000 subscribers, almost 5,000 subscribers ago, unbelievably so. But we must be getting close to the end of this set of questions. But first comment comes from Andrew, who says it's an RAF crest, not a badge. Oh, my apologies. So yeah, the RAF crest was one of them. As an RAF veteran, I would love to win it. Great content, Christopher. You're very friendly, encouraging and informative. Well, thank you. That's very, very sweet of you to say. Will Laurie says, what's your favourite curry? Not too spicy, but not too bland. I don't want a korma, but I don't want a madras. Something temperate in the middle. I don't get the enjoyment of eating food so hot your mouth is on fire. In fact, I had a curry like that the other day where I was chowing down. It was like, whew, this is getting a little bit woof. And yeah, it was not a pleasant experience. So yeah, something middle of the road. Noke Z says, hi, I'm a new collector. Do you have any tips? Keep up the good work. My one tip is always tell your friends, your family, work colleagues, I don't know if you're at school, other students, things like that, teachers, whatever, that you're collecting coins, because the more people you have looking out for you, the more chance that, or the more pairs of eyes are looking, the more chance of finding an awesome coin. But also when you have those people that find a coin and show you and it's just a Benjamin Bunny, you need to still be excited, because if you disenfranchise them at that point, when they find that Kew Gardens, they might not keep it because they might think, oh, this should just be another common one. So yeah, always be grateful for whatever rubbish coins your friends or your family might give you. But also, knowledge is the key, so learn your coins. I can't praise and recommend the Change Checker Scarcity Index any more than I already have. Again, not sponsored by them, not incentivized to recommend it to you, but when I first started my channel, I had a screenshot of the little pyramids with the rarest coins on top, most common ones down the bottom. I had screenshots of those on my phone until I learned what was scarce, what I was looking for. But yeah, they're very, very good, and if you want more than just UK coins, head over to New Mister. It's a never-ending knowledge bank of world coins. GSA Wolf Coins says, amazing prizes, chicken or turkey? Oh, chicken, 100%. Turkey is just dry chicken, isn't it? I don't know who's picking turkey over chicken. But I choose beef over chicken every day of the week. Winning Hi says, congratulations on 40k, Christopher. Out of all the coins you've collected, which coin design is your favourite? Oh, easy peasy. Frankenstein £2 coin is a beautiful design. It's a lovely coin, and it was the first Strike Your Own I ever got at the Royal Mint. Robert Stedman says, just like to say thank you for getting me interested in collecting coins again after 50 years. Thank you for putting up a competition for these awesome coins. Again, that's something that really boggles my mind. I get a sort of returning collector, maybe thinking, oh, maybe this is kind of fun to get back into, but the amount of people that messaged me to say they weren't interested in coins, and it was watching the videos that's inspired them to start collecting coins, start looking for coins, and the coins that they found. It's a bizarre sort of thing to think that someone has seen what I've done, thought that looks fun, and thought, well, let's give it a go. But it's great because it's growing sort of coin collecting, which is a hobby that I am passionate about, and I assume many of you are as well. So the more people that are involved, the better it is, in my opinion. This is a big one here. Sound of Philadelphia says, thanks to the YouTube algorithm, one of your earlier videos were my recommendation. I watched it and suddenly was hooked on coin collecting, which I now do mainly for my daughters, one of which completed the Olympic 50p's a good few years ago. Wow, very nice. Today I managed to find a Jemima Potter duck, which almost completes my Beatrix Potter set. Just need a 2019 Peter Rabbit. Congratulations on reaching the subscriber milestone. I am some way off. Thank you for the generous giveaway and competition. That's awesome. Again, that's another heartwarming thing. People that are collecting coins for their kids, for their futures or whatever it happens to be. I think that's really, really sweet and a very cool thing to save for. But coin collecting is a good way to save money as well. Even if you are just keeping the ones with the pictures aside in a pot for your next holiday, why not? They'll always be worth the money that they're always worth the face value. And if you're hunting them for face value, you can't go wrong, can you? Adam Parker says, "Hi Christopher, what's the most valuable coin in your collection?" This is a tough question to answer because there's different ways to look at it. So obviously the Kew Gardens is the most valuable circulating coin that I've found, and I've now got 3, courtesy of my good friend and fellow cointuber Laughter, who found the last one in a recent video, fairly recent video. It was actually a while ago, wasn't it now? Anyway, but I mean the silver proofs that I've got, there is one that I paid a little bit too much for because it sold out instantly on the Royal Mint website, and I had to buy it from the third market, secondary market, not the third market, the secondary market. That's the one before the third market, in case you didn't keep up with that. But yeah, again, it's so tricky to say, isn't it? And as the videos go on, and I could in a year's time I could have bought another coin that was more expensive. I don't know. Who knows? Not me. Hopefully not, though, because I paid enough for that coin. Oliver Gibbs says, "What is your most unique coin?" That's a really interesting question. A unique coin. What coin is most different from all my other coins? Wow. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a really, really tough one. Because I'm thinking about, like, the Frankenstein Strike Your Own is unique. It was my first ever Strike Your Own. It's my favourite coin. So that's rather unique in the regard that I hold it. The Gruffalo, the first Gruffalo, was my first silver proof. Does that make that unique? But I've got a fair few silver proofs now. There was one from the Bradford Coin Exchange. There was the moon, the domed coin. That's kind of unique. I haven't got any other coins like that. I don't know. That's really tough. There are some interestingly shaped coins in the World Coin Hunts, sort of scalloped ones or square coins, and triangle ones were sent into the PO box a few weeks ago as well. I don't know. It's too tricky to say. There was lots of. I wanted to actually let me know in the comments what's your most unique coin. What is your opinion on what makes a coin a unique coin? I'd be fascinated to know. Elaine Bynes says, You raised my awareness on Royal Mint. Hope to be able to do a tour soon. Good luck to everybody with fantastic giveaways. Yeah, I highly recommend the Royal Mint tour. And hopefully you've had a chance to go on it since the original video went live. But can't recommend it enough. If you're interested in coins, you've never been, you're going to learn so much. You're going to love it. It's going to be amazing. If you are not so interested in coins, I think you'll still be impressed by it. And if you are a returning visitor, I can't praise, that's the word I was looking for, the Royal Mint tour guides anymore, because they're just phenomenal. Every time I've gone on the trip, I've learned something new. The last trip we did prior to the whole world going crazy again, well, in between the world being crazy, stopping being crazy for a moment, and then being crazy again, that was one of the best tours I've ever been on, because they just flipped the tour on its head so much. It was so much different, so interesting, and it was again for my 11th, 12th, whatever it was, trip down there, to be that engaging still, really speaks abundance of the how great that tour is and how great the staff there are. And I hope very soon that they'll be open again and I can get down there, and I want the Hyliasaurus Strike Your Own. But if it doesn't actually open until the new year, we could have a 2021 Strike Your Own Hyliasaurus. Now how cool would that be? Because one of the most sought after, I would say, Strike Your Owns is the 2018 Isaac Newton, because Isaac Newton's a 2017 coin. It was put as a Strike Your Own in 2018. The fact that it's a coin that's a Strike Your Own out of the year it was minted, I think makes it really interesting. So hopefully it could be a 2021 Hyliasaurus. Hopefully not. I hate to think that with 2 months left of this year to go, that they won't have a chance to open. I hope that by all means that they do manage to open. But anyway, rambling. Bailey Aya says, I would like the Spitfire. What's your favourite video game? Wowee, it's been a long time since I played video games. Not out of a loss of interest in video games, a loss of time. Because many of you know I work full time, I do the YouTube, I do all these kind of things, and that leaves me very little time to myself. I've even had to stop playing my Star Wars trading card games because I was getting too obsessed with it and stressing myself out with it. The game I played the most in all time, it has to be RuneScape. I played that since 2007, and then on and off, even actually it's been a fair while. I think it was lockdown was the last time I actually played that, because a whole bunch of my friends were on lockdown that we used to all play together, and they were all available, so we were all playing that a little bit. But the one I really want is the Star Wars Squadrons game. It looks so good, but I refuse to buy a Star Wars game until EA no longer have the franchise, no matter who's making them, no matter if they're tied to EA or not. As soon as they lose that contract, I am buying myself a VR headset, and I'm gonna get that game for sure. Gary Roberts says, fantastic giveaway. If I have a chance to win, I would like to give it to my daughter Millie, who's 4 years old, to start her collection. Question, bit of a morbid one. When the Queen dies, what happens to the current coins? Will they be phased out? Again, a question that gets asked quite a lot, and Half Asleep Chris Mate has a very comprehensive video on what happens. What was expected to happen is that the coins that are in circulation stay in circulation. The coins that come into circulation will feature the new monarch, whoever that may be at the time. Prior to, the only reason we've only got the Queen on our UK coins currently is because when coins got when we flipped over from the pre-decimal to the decimal system, the Queen's been our only monarch since then. But prior to that, you had we had Queen Victoria, George the Fifth, George the Sixth. I don't know. I can't remember my monarchs, but you had all the monarchs from Queen Victoria up to Queen Elizabeth that you could find in your change, which I think is really cool. I think that'd be really neat. And not that I want to hasten the Queen's departure from our lives, but I think that'd be very cool having different monarchs to find in our coins. N Grieve says, been watching your videos before you hit 10k. Wow. Find them really relaxing. Well, thank you very much. It's mad to think that this February will be 3 years that I've been doing this. Imagine that, 3 years. That is a fair amount of time to be doing something like this, and I'm very, very grateful for all the time that I have been doing this. All your kind messages, your support, your appreciation of what I do is heartwarming, and it is a very positive impact on my life. So as much as you think that I may be having some sort of small positive in your life, you guys have a massive positive impact in my life as well. So that the praise and the thanks go both ways. And you find them really relaxing. That made me laugh. The amount of people that comment or message me saying, I love your videos, they help me get to sleep, which I take as a comment. I take as a compliment and a view. Let's have a look. Hannah Clark says, I currently only collect 10p's and 50p's, but it would be awesome to start my £2 coin collection. Well, there we go. Who knows what coin might start that collection. AJ90 says, best coin collector on YouTube by far. Glad you are becoming so successful now. Well, thank you. That's very high praise. My peers are very lovely, wonderful, talented and kind people. So I'm very, very grateful for you for saying that. That's very kind of you. Froze Vulcan says, hi Christopher, loving the content so far and can't wait for the upcoming videos, which I'm sure will be absolutely amazing. Love the Vulcan coin, as you can see from my name. What's your favourite year? Mine is 1966. Wow, what's a good year? I think 2019 was a good year. 2019 is probably one of the better years I've had in recent time, because there was just so much positivity going on. I would, if it wasn't for all the madness this year's been fantastic as well, other than that big elephant that if you say it, YouTube doesn't like it, so we won't say it. But you all know what I'm talking about. Even Blinkersop, Blinkensop says, on second look, my favourite is the badge. It's not a badge, it's a crest. I can remember. Congrats on 40k subscribers. Roll on 50k. Because people ask you what's your favourite 50p and £2. My question is, what's your least favourite 50p and £2 commemorative design? 50p's is Benjamin Britten. Again, it's not a fact of hating the coin. I don't think there's any coins that I hate. It's just I don't like the bobbling on it with the pattern. It makes it very hard to read and discern. So I think if that had a smoother finish on the background, I think it'd be a lot nicer of a coin. £2 coins, there isn't really a £2 coin that stands out to me as a coin I dislike the most. The coin, I don't know, maybe the steam locomotive doesn't do much for me, but again, it's not a coin that upsets me at all. So there we go. No point getting upset by a coin. Right, last question. That's not a question, that's a statement. We'll go with one more from Digitized Earth, who says, what do you do with the doubles? So coins that are over face value, I keep in my collection. Coins that we don't know the mintages of, I keep in my collection. Now, when the mintages come out, if a coin is massively minted, so for instance, the representation of the People Act, I kept every one of my representation of the People Act from the moment they came into circulation up to the moment that we found out the mintage figure was absolutely enormous, and they all went back to the bank, because it was a win-win for me, because I could keep them, and I could keep them for as long as I wanted, because I paid 50p for each of them, and I could pay them back into the bank and get 50p each for them straight back. So again, that's why it works like a little sort of savings mechanism, because if you are taking them out of your bank and keeping them, then you can pay them in for exactly what you got for what you paid them in for, and with interest rates being the sum total of diddly all, you're not missing out on interest either. But yeah, so the vast majority, I would say 99% of the coins that I get to hunt through go back to the bank. The small fraction of the ones that I want to keep stay in my collection, and I update you on a very irregular basis with my whole coin collection videos, which I may do one at the start of next year. But it's there's a lot of time to invest in doing that when effectively we're just looking at the same coins over and over and over and over again. So I need to think of a new way of doing it, especially like the Tiggy Winkles, Battle of Hastings, Battle of Prince, now Christopher Irons. I have got an absolute metric ton of them. I don't want to be flipping through every single individual coin, which I used to do on purpose, because I didn't want people to think I was pulling the wool over anyone's eyes, saying that here's my Q cards and I've got 100 of these in my box, but I'm only going to show you the one to save time. But yeah, we'll figure out a way. Anyway, with that being said, let's get back to the coins. Well, unfortunately, no alphabet 10p's. At least we did get something. We got a jersey 10p, 92. We find one of these in most 10p hunts. Starfind though, the lighthouse at Chicken Rock from the Isle of Man. Can we see any? Oh, I can see just. Let's see if we can zoom in. Actually, just here. These funny little shapes are the die letters. It is a B and a C. Top one's a B, bottom one is a C. If you can make that out on camera, I'd be very impressed, because I couldn't. But as ever, all that leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.